Before this video starts, guys, make sure to check out Teespring. They are huge sponsors of my videos. If you guys don't know what Teespring is basically a website where you can purchase clothes, accessories, pants, stuff like that. Clothing, like all clothing and like accessories. Phone cases, wallet chains, just all of those. So please check them out. They are huge sponsors of my videos. Thank you, Teespring, so much for sponsoring. And yeah. Also, here's a big catch, guys. If you use the code ULTRA in all capitals, you'll get 10% off your purchase. And yeah, so there will be a link of Teespring in the description below. So check them out. Use the code ULTRA to get 10% off. But anyways, guys, let's get right into the video. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ultra Turbo Andre here, and I am back with another video. So today, guys, I am going to be doing an episode review of Beyblade Burst Sparking, episode 38. Now, this episode was a pretty interesting episode. It was also fun to watch. I really liked this episode. I enjoyed it. So let's get right into the review. I'm sorry about that, guys. So the episode starts off with Wakia and Hanami just showing off the new tag team partners for the Super Legend Tag Team Week. I don't know how you pronounce it, but the team pairings are going to be Free and Cisco, Aiga and Ranjiro, Rantaro and Volt, and then next up we have Shikaru and Hugo. We have Lane and Shu, and finally we have Dante and Louie. So those are going to be the team pairings for, you know, the tag team battles. So Shikaru and Hugo, they're watching this, and they get straight into like training. They wanted to train with Rantaro, but you know, they were planning to train with Rantaro, but then like it seems that Rantaro has other plans. So they're watching, and then we cut into a scene with Shu watching over the watching the news, you know, the Beyblade news about the tournament and stuff. And it seems that they find out who they're gonna be battling against, and they're gonna be battling against Shikaru and Hugo. And he's actually with Lane right now, and Lane is just petting his hedgehog, and then he stops once he hears that he's gonna be facing Shikaru and Hugo. And he seems pretty angry about it because he knows that Shikaru and Hugo have flair, and like he probably remember how Lane and Shu battled when Lane defeated Shu. Afterwards, he just got angry because like he felt like something was missing. So he thinks that maybe Shikaru and Hugo might be the key because they have flair too. But yeah, and then the next battle is going to be Aiga, Ranjiro versus Free and Cisco. So they're gonna battle in this episode too. And then finally we have Volt and Rantaro versus Louie and Dante. So afterwards, Shikaru and Hugo, they decided that they wanted to train. They remembered like Lane's power and how he's like a super strong blader. They want to become just as strong as Lane to defeat him. So they get ready to battle Rantaro, but Rantaro says that they're rivals from that point since they got paired differently. So he's going to be going on and train with Volts, and that's basically it. So Shikaru and Hugo, they respect that. And Rantaro leaves the Bombers, and that's it. So afterwards, we cut into the scene with Shikaru and Hugo standing in front of the Sparking Stadium, I believe, or Sparking Arena. So it seems that Hugo is just, you know, Shikaru and Hugo, they're just standing there, and Hugo just falls asleep, and then Shikaru just yells at him and wakes up, and then behind them they see Shu walk up to them, and they ask him why like Shu was pairing up with Lane. And see, the thing that I got scared and kind of confused at most is that Shu like gave them like a cold response. It just seems like he's back in his Red Eye days. Like remember how Red Eye was just like evil and all that stuff, and he just wanted power. That since Shu was like Red Eye, and like he just wanted power, and it seems that in this episode like he's just cold and like he's just mean. Like I do not want Shu to go like evil again like he did in God. So hopefully that does not happen. So he just walks past them, and they're both surprised by their response. So afterwards, we get this scene with all the legends standing in front, standing away from each other, and then they pull up the stadium with I would say like a combination of like the GT stadium. Remember the GT where like Dante and Gwen had their battle at? I would say it would be that and the Sparking Stadium and like also the other stadium. I forgot the name, but you guys know how it has that like little thingy that like drives. I don't know. It's like all combined together. I don't know what the name is. But here's the thing: in the middle of the stadium, like in the ring, there's like this other mini ring surrounding the center, and actually that part moves. As you guys remember, okay, do you guys remember season 1 when Volt battled Zack? They used this stadium where like if they rush towards like in the middle, their Beyblades would be caught in like a swirl and like get drifted off. Yeah, that's like the stadium. And also they also have like another ramp so where they could climb up and gain some more speed and go in for a big attack. So we see Wakia there watching over the the stadium and stuff. And yeah, so let's get straight into the battles. So the first battle we're gonna see is Shikaru and Hugo versus Shu and Lane. So Shu decides to change World Spriggan into left spin mode, and they all launch in their bays. And then so Hugo commands Hyperion to go in for attack in the center, but Hyperion gets stopped and gets swooped up the other way. So Hugo's surprised by this because like his attacks are gonna be messed up now. And we see Lucifer surrounding the little ring thing, and then Hikaru tries to go in, test out the spinning stadium thing, and he also gets thrown back by the stadium. So they're all surprised by this, and they have no idea what to do, because like it seems like it's gonna mess up their spin and stuff. So Lane decides to go in and get swooped up and goes in. And gets, put like pushed away, like he just gets thrown away by the stadium. And then Lucifer is about to go in, but then Hyperion attacks by surrounding the ring. Lane was surprised, and Shu tells Lane how this little swirl in the stadium will just, can actually make the attacks more powerful and give the Beyblade more speed. So afterwards, Hikaru and Hugo, they command Hyperion and Helios to hit the stadium walls and activate their limit break abilities. So, sorry about that, my video just keeps pausing off. So they both use their special moves, Limit Break Volcano and Limit Break Burn. And they all run in, they both like ride on top of the ramp, and then they slide back down. And it seems that as soon as both bases got out of the ramp, Lucifer goes in and, takes the ramp too. Hyperion is circling like around the middle bit in the center. And then Shu does his special move, World Slash. So he hits both Hyperion and Helios into the air. And then we see Lucifer riding the ramp. And then it seems that they're about to do a team move. So Lane activates his purple flare, not flare, but just there's some sort of like weird circle surrounding Lucifer, and Lane commands Lucifer to use the new special move, Limit Break, the end, and Lucifer hits Hyperion and Helios from the bottom, sends both of the base hitting the stadium and burst. So it seems that in the first match, Shu and Lane do make a good team, so they're able to beat both Hikaru and Hugo. So that's basically the end of the battle. Overall, it was a pretty good battle. I liked it a lot. It was interesting to see Lane and Shu team up. They didn't really team up that much, but just like as soon as we get like more into the Legend Tag Team Week, probably we'll see like some more like awesome battles and team ups. I think Shu's plan is to show Lane how blading can be more fun, but I still have that doubt in my mind that Shu is turning evil. I don't know. It's just like his response and just like his actions right now is just giving off that vibe. I'm not saying that's what I'm thinking, but it's giving off that vibe. So then afterwards, after Shu and Lane win, now the next battle is going to be coming up, which is going to be Aiga and Ranjiro versus Cisco and Free. So afterwards, we see that Hikaru and Hugo, they're sitting in another room, and they're all stressed because they lost the first match. They weren't able to hold their own against Shu and Lane, because, like, I mean, it's understandable, because, like, they're still getting used to their new base, so they can't expect to win all matches yet. But also, Shu and Lane, they're, like, really strong bladers. And so, you can't expect to win them straight off the bat. And it was kind of predictable that Shu and Lane were going to win. But afterwards, after, you know, Hyuga says that we're going to get stronger, we're going to defeat all of them. And so they get interrupted by Hanami announcing the match. And we didn't even get to see them watching in their base. We just see Achilles and Fafnir colliding. And then it seems that Achilles gives Fafnir some spin. So while Fafnir and Achilles are colliding, Ranjiro, Ragnarok, and Cisco were colliding, and Satan were colliding. They both pull apart, and then Cisco uses a special move, Universe Drift. And then afterwards, Ranjiro uses his new special move, Super Tornado, I think. Yeah, it's Super Tornado, and it's actually a brand new special move. I don't know what's the difference is Glide Tornado and Super Tornado. It's still Glide Ragnarok. There's no, like, evolution. But both bases collide, and it seems that Aiga commands Achilles to use Infinite Sword. And then Free uses another special move, a Mirage Claw. Both bases collide in the stadium, and both bases get sent flying back from the stadium, and both bases hit the ground. I think Fafnir hit the ground a little bit earlier before Achilles did. So then now it's left with just Ranjiro and Cisco, you know, battling. So they're still colliding, and they both pull apart again. Cisco commands Satan to do another attack. But then that was a mistake, because then Ragnarok, Satan hits Ragnarok towards, like, the speed circle in the middle, and Ragnarok gains more speed, and because of that, Satan lost stamina first to a survivor finish, so, and then Ragnarok loses stamina, so that ends with Ranjiro and Aiga winning the battle. So that's basically the end of the episode. Overall, I was hoping to see more action of Aiga and Ranjiro versus Free and Cisco. I was hoping for that a little bit more, but it was actually interesting to see Aiga battle against Cisco, even though, like, no, never mind that, because, like, Aiga never battled Cisco yet. But still, it was awesome. It was awesome to see. At least we got to see Shu and Lane team up. Sadly, though, we didn't get to see Aiga, Ranjiro, Free, and, like, you know, Cisco full battle. It would have been an awesome battle. But still, it was a pretty good episode overall. I really enjoyed it. And actually, now let's get right into the preview. So this preview starts up with Vault and Rantaro talking with Shu, and it seems that Rantaro's asking, like, why are you acting this way? Like, just come on, why are you teaming up with Lane? And then I guess Shu says something that surprises both of them, and, like, I guess this just gets Vault and Rantaro worried, because, like, they don't want Shu to go back to being evil like he did in God. And then afterwards we see Dante getting, like, mad and stuff, doing his scary face. We see Louis smirking. And then we see Vault. So as you guys know, the next episode is going to be Vault and Rantaro versus Dante and Louis. And we see Rantaro getting stressed. We see Dante and Louis just, like, you know, smiling at him. And then we see Dragon colliding with Valkyrie. We see all the base being Rage Longinus getting some more speed. Rantaro getting stressed. Longinus colliding with Ragnarok. Dragon versus Valkyrie is going to be an awesome battle. I'm actually really hyped up for the next episode, because, like, as you guys remember, in GT, Vault and Dante, they only battled, like, 2 times in this series, I think, and Vault won, like, every single one. And it's interesting because now, like, Dante's gotten much stronger, and I can't wait to see Vault versus Dante. Again, we've seen Dante versus Aiga, and then Dante lost against Aiga, but now we're going to see Dante versus Vault, and we're going to see where it stands between them. I feel like Dante and Louis might win because, okay, to be honest, Vault partnered up with Rantaro. Rantaro is strong, I'm not lying, but just compared to Vault, Louis, and Dante, I think Rantaro is basically the weakest, even though, like, we've seen Dante never battle against Ragnarok, he did in Sparking, but just like in GT. And in GT, he was able to defeat like some of the strongest bladers that I think Rentaro nor Louis could have defeated. Like, I mean, he defeated Longinus. Dante has defeated Longinus before. He defeated Fafnir before. He defeated Bahamut. He got super close to defeating the world champion Achilles. He never beat Delta though. And he was able to beat both Arthur and Gwyn, both infinite lock system bays, which are really, really hard to burst. So I think that Dante stated his accomplishments really high in GT, but I feel like in Sparking they just kind of like made him weaker. Like, I don't know. It's just that Dante, I don't know. Like, I like Dante. Dante is actually one of my most favorite characters in this series. But just like, I feel like they made him a bit weaker in this series. I don't know. But hopefully this can help him redeem himself. But anyways, that'll be the end of the video, guys. What do you think of this episode? If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe to this channel if you guys are new. Turn on notifications. Comment, and also please share my videos so you guys can help this channel grow. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.